Hi guys, welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today we are taking a close look at the Praesidus PAC-76, a watch that combines vintage aesthetics and aviation history with modern functionality. I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert right off the bat. I absolutely love this watch. In this video I will show you why, but also point out a couple of things I would love to see done differently. So this watch was originally sent to me on loan from the company for review, and I was supposed to return it when I was done with it. But I loved it so much that I asked my contact at Praesidus if I could buy it from them. So this watch is now mine, and you should keep in mind that this is a sample piece that was beaten around a little bit, and that I'm reviewing it as a watch that is part of my own collection. Praesidus is an American brand that specializes in modern reinterpretations of historical military timepieces. They've been featured on this channel a number of times before, and I have gone on record saying I appreciate what they're doing and their way of commemorating heroes through the watches they make. PAC-76 stands for Pilot Asymmetrical Chronograph, and it draws its inspiration from a lineage of bicompax pilot chronographs primarily utilized by the British Royal Air Force in the era preceding digital watches. These chronographs were indispensable for accurately measuring elapsed time, aiding in navigation, calculating fuel consumption, determining speed, and, well, telling the time. The PAC-76 sells for $395 on a bun clip style bracelet, or $345 on a leather or a two-piece nylon strap that I'm also able to show you guys today. All Praesidus watches I've reviewed came in this brown cardboard box, as a nod to the boxes military watches were often issued in. You get your watch on cardboard, your extra strap if you ordered one in cardboard, a cardboard instruction leaflet, and your 2 years warranty card on a cool metal dog tag in a little cardboard envelope. Here are the measurements. The width of the case is 38 mm. Its thickness is 11.8 mm, including the domed crystal. Lug width is 20 mm, which gives you plenty of strap options, as we are going to see throughout this video. Lug tip to lug tip is 45.3 mm. The PAC-76 is water resistant to 10 atmospheres of underwater pressure, which for the very least gives you that peace of mind when you go about your daily activities, and you don't have to worry about getting it wet. The dial is black, and it uses multiple textures to optimize readability. Its main surface features a distinct grainy popcorn texture, and a crisp white minute track surrounds the dial. Yellow lume plots are found at the tips of the 5 minutes marks, and raised Arabic numerals are adjacent to each one of those, with the exception of the 3 and 9. Larger 12 and 6 markers, treated with the same luminous yellow, serve as visual anchors. Praesidus and a circled L for Luminova are embossed below the 12, and 2 subdials are debossed at the 3 and 9 o'clock positions. Distinguished by a vinyl texture background composed of concentric lines, the subdials feature printed markings corresponding to their functions. The subdial at the 3 o'clock position is a 24 hours complication, basically showing you whether your watch is set to AM or PM. And the one at the 9 o'clock position is a 60 minutes counter for the chronograph. The hour and minute hands are sleek and slim pencil-shaped hands with lume on their centers, and the chronograph's central seconds hand is needle-shaped and features no lume. There's no run in seconds hand, and the subdial hands are simple non-lumed sticks. When I first saw this watch, I thought the hands might be a bit too slim, but as I've worn the watch, I have grown accustomed to them. And now I find that not only do they make sense, but they also add some elegance to the overall look. And here is the lume shot. Super Luminova lume is what Praesidus used on the dial and hands, 2 different colors. It shines nice and bright at first, and does last a while before fading out. Considering the fact that this isn't a dive watch, but a military-style chronograph, the luminescent effect delivered by the PAC-76 is pretty good. To complete the vintage look of the watch, covering the dial is a high-domed K1 mineral crystal. While sapphire crystal would have been preferred, K1 mineral crystal is often referred to as the next best thing in terms of resistance to scratches. Praesidus took it a step further and coated the crystal with a layer of sapphire. I'm not exactly sure how it's done, but it does give you some extra reassurance that the crystal is not going to get scuffed that easily. They also treated it to some blue-tinted anti-reflective coating to further increase legibility. Lately, I'm all about asymmetrical cases. They just have a way of adding so much character to a watch. This case is made of 316L stainless steel, and I like how it's not over-exaggerated. It features a brushed finish on most of its surfaces, with the exception of a thin fixed bezel that was treated to a bead-blasted finish. Now you don't notice that at first, or at least I didn't notice it right away, but I think it adds even more character to the watch once you do notice it. The cutting of the case and the finishing level seems to be well done. The side profile of the watch is slim, and the lugs curve down beautifully to meet your wrist. A super wide crown is found at the 3 o'clock position. This was originally supposed to help pilots operate it easily while wearing gloves. It is a push-pull crown, gnarled, unsigned, and highly polished on top. That means it is going to inevitably gather scratches. 2 polished piston pushers control the chronograph features of the watch. Push the top one to start and stop the chronograph, and the bottom one to snap it back into its 0 position. The pushers have that nice and tactile click associated with mechanical chronographs when you push them. The case back is a solid chunk of stainless steel that screws down into place to help with the water resistance. It is not as fancy as some other Praesidus casebacks we've seen before, but rather takes a more utilitarian approach. It has the full name of the PAC-76 engraved on top, the brand's name in the center, and the American assembly Mecha Quartz 10 atmospheres below that. On the very bottom you'll find the serial number of your watch, with my sample piece being unit number 0002. Giving life to the PAC-76 is a Seiko VK64. This is a hybrid Mecha Quartz movement that lets you enjoy the best of 2 worlds. You get the unparalleled accuracy of a quartz movement, thanks to a quartz module that controls the main time-telling function of the watch, and that smooth 4 ticks per second sweep of the chronograph seconds hand. That's thanks to a mechanical module that controls the chronograph. Battery life is around 3 years, depending of course on how heavily you use the chronograph. The stated accuracy is between minus and plus 20 seconds per month. Now the hardcore military watch buffs watching this might be wondering what business does a 1940s field watch style bone clip bracelet have on a 1970s style pilot's watch? Well, besides looking extremely cool, these bracelets serve a purpose. They are lightweight, flexible and adjustable, making them a perfect choice for what is essentially a retro-looking field watch. In any case, the bracelet features a polished finish throughout, quick-release spring bars, and a signed double pusher clasp that you can latch to any one of the bracelet's ROMs to get that perfect fit. If you don't like this type of bracelet, or if you want to save some money, you can opt for this army green 2-piece nylon NATO style strap. The top piece connects to the lugs with a quick release spring bar, while the bottom piece is looped around a regular spring bar. The material is pleasant to the touch, the stitching seems strong, and the stainless steel hardware feels robust. This buckle too is signed with the brand's name. This strap has the clear advantage of not adding extra thickness to the watch, but it is also fully adjustable. Moving on to the wrist shot, and I think you can tell why I wanted to keep this watch for myself. On my 7-inch wrist, the PAC-76 wears beautifully. It feels like just the right size and proportions. It is slick, it is slim, it has that perfect blend of vintage and modern, the perfect blend of form and function. As someone who collects watches, many of them field or military style, this is one of those select few that give me that feeling of waiting for the next time I am going to wear it. Legibility is as good as advertised. The efforts Praesidus made to make this a legible watch paid off, as chronographs do tend to be cluttered and hard to read. This is certainly not the case here. On the green two-piece strap, I think it looks just as good. This is a very good match. Speaking of straps, here is a little strap fashion show for you. I think the PAC would look awesome on pretty much any strap you'd throw it on, and the 20mm lug width gives you plenty of options. I think this elastic one is my favorite. The yellow strap really complements the yellow loom on the dial. Okay, pros and cons time. Pros first. It's no secret that I love Praesidus watches. I love what they do, and I love what they represent. The PAC-76 is currently my favorite watch from all the watches I've reviewed from the brand. As a military man myself, military aesthetics always speak to me. And here, they are done very well. The proportions of the watch are perfect, it feels robust, it has a reliable mecha quartz movement inside of it. It is a functional tool watch that, thanks to its water-resistant rating, you don't have to worry about it whatever it is you're doing. It has a beautiful bi-compact dial with all those different textures that together with the AR coating make it an easy watch to read. It is a strap monster, which is always a great thing for me. The crystal is beautiful, and the loom is pretty good for this type of watch. It just is a really cool watch. But as much as I love it, I do have a couple of negatives. Every time I see a domed mineral crystal, I am going to list it as a con. While a sapphire crystal won't scratch, a scratched acrylic crystal is easy to fix. With mineral crystals, especially domed ones that stand tall above the watch, there's almost nothing you can do about it when they do get scratched. And they probably will. With that said, the fact that it's a K1 mineral crystal on the PAC-76 and that it is coated with a layer of sapphire does give some reassurance that not all will be lost the first time you accidentally brush your watch against the wall. Besides that, looking at the design of the watch, that yellow-toned loom just might be a little bit too yellow. I kinda wish they'd used old radium superluminova instead. The last thing, and this isn't actually a con but something I would love to see on this type of military-style chronograph, are either fixed lugs or drilled ones. I think the PAC-76 presents a compelling blend of 1970s retro charm and modern functionality. Its unique design elements, durable construction, and reliable movement make it a worthy contender in the field of vintage-inspired timepieces. It is a watch I am glad to have in my collection, and I can't see it leaving anytime soon. Let me know what you guys think by dropping a comment below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram and get to know me and my collection a little bit better, get all the news about the channel, and connect with me on a more personal level. Here are a couple of quick links to my reviews of 2 more Praesidus watches. Check one of these out next. I want to thank Praesidus for sending this watch in for review, and to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.